Hello everyone, this is Father the Everchosen, back in Total War Warhammer 2, bringing you yet another quick battle, this time pitting my Beastmen under the command of Morghur the Shadowgave against the High Elves under the command of Tyrion. So like always, we'll go through my opponent's army real quick, then we'll shoot back over, take a peek at mine. So my opponent has decided to try to deploy as close to his farthest forward deployment line so that he can take this hill. And he has brought 4 spears. He has brought a unit of Phoenix Guard. 5 archers. An Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. A Mage of Metal. Tyrion. And 2 Tyrannok Chariots. So I'm believing that my opponent's goal was to get up and take the top of this hill and then use his Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower on its multi-shot mode to take out my hordes. So as the Beastman, I decided to bring 4 Ungor Spearman Herd, 2 Gore Herd, 2 Razor Gores, a Bray Shaman of the Wild with Viletide. Let's see if we can grab him. With Viletide, Bray Scream, and Savage Dominion. And I have brought him with the Jagged Dagger so that I can increase his power reserve. The Gore Bull, as before mentioned, Morghur the Shadowgave, 2 Minotaurs with shields, and a Side Gore. So we're going to jump in here. As soon as this battle starts, I notice that my opponent is on this hill, or on this back side of the hill. So I decide to shift my battle line. I move up my Minotaurs and my Side Gore. My Razor Gores start circling around, and my hero units start coming right up through my own lines. I stop with the Side Gore here, and his first throw, he picks up 13 kills on these archers. And my opponent is wholly unprepared for this. He needs to retreat with his archers, leaving his Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower out, and my Minotaurs get a hold of that right away. Second throw, a miss by my Side Gore. The rest of my men slowly advancing. My Razor Gores, as before mentioned, circling around. This Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower is pretty much lost, and my opponent, for some reason, decided to clump up. So that second shot, picking up another handful of kills. I decide to commit the rest of my forces. My Minotaurs are kind of stuck in here. This one has taken care of the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. And this next shot from my Side Gore is a devastating shot, picking up 50 kills because he has remained clumped together. Unknown to me why. I put off a nice Bray Scream here into the back, getting 10 kills, and then a Viletide moving around my opponent's troops. We're going to slow this down for just a sec. Viletide, just like Brain Burster, its biggest asset is that it knocks down many troops. It may not do a whole lot of damage, after that Bray Scream, we got 10, so we picked up 12 kills, but it knocked down a whole bunch. Started to waver different units. So at this point, for some reason, my opponent remained clumped up. He should have pulled back. Pause. He should have pulled back and set up his archers back over here so that they could have been firing the whole time and kept his infantry engaged. So now at this point, my Razor Gores have cycled around. They're going to chase down archers. I've got some Gores and Ungors chasing this way. My Bray Shaman's just sitting over here for a few more seconds. Tyrion in here engaged with the Gore Bull. He's going to let off Sunfang here to roast some of my Ungors. This Side Gore still sitting with 76 kills. Just a nice amount. He's really helped. You can see these big splotches of dead infantry. I've gotten a hold of the archers back over here. My pigs are chasing down routing units. And just to add insult to injury, my Bray Shaman summons a Cygor behind my opponent, and my initial thought was just chuck one nice rock right in here. But my Cygor, as soon as he stands up, he finds his own target in these archers here, and this rock comes right down, taking out a good chunk of them, and my opponent admits defeat with basically just Tyrion left on the field, and the Beastmen, of all things, walking away with a decisive victory against the High Elves. I think mainly in part to my opponent's blobbing of his units. You know, those 76 kills did a lot of damage on top of it, scaring units and routing them off. Obviously Morghur and I still have a unit of Minotaurs, and my Gore Bull are in here. Plus the Bray Shaman. I mean, it's just a mess. All routing units are being chased down. Really, at this point, the Tyrion chariots are the only things that are relatively healthy, and they're so far away. And what could they do? Kite me for a while? But at the end, we're looking at 76 kills on this Cygor. 35 and 37 for my Razor Gores. These Minotaurs really helped out. My opponent lost just over half of his army. The problem was that everything just remained bunched up, and at the end, his Mage of Metal had routed, his Phoenix Guard were all dead, his Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower was offline, and his archers were all routing and being chased down by different units. The best thing about the Beastmen, if you're going to deploy up close, they are, and if you need to take that hill, you're never going to beat them out in that foot race. They have, lots of units Vanguard, and they're just, naturally fast. I think, 40 or 42 speed on most of the infantry. The Minotaurs are, I think, like 48 or 50. Razor Gores are a little bit slower than Warhounds, but still quite fast. And the Cygor, just icing on the cake, picking up, 76 kills is close to, only a handful of kills off. 5 kills off from 10% of my opponent's total army composition. I think my opponent could have walked away with a much better showing. Definitely take those Tyrion chariots off of the shooting mode, charge them in, knock through my Ungors, my Gores. I had them stretched thin. You could have just punched right through. And even still, they'll be firing the whole time they're cycling in and out. Pull your archers back, and maybe don't try to take the hill. I know the hill's a very advantageous position, but you weren't going to get there before I was. So I thank my opponent for a decent fight. Hopefully he learned something from it, and I learned that, maybe the Beastmen aren't always that bad. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Your comments are always welcome and always responded to. And as always, I've been Father of the Everchosen.